What's going on? Mitchell Renz here. You're watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports, and I have the latest NFL news and rumors. And today we're going to start our show off with Tom Brady, and especially this picture that Tom Brady put out. So this basically set the NFL world into an absolute frenzy. And we even talked about it here on the set. Is he leaving? Is he walking into the stadium? Turns out this tweet was just an ad for insert company, because they're not going to be a sponsor here, and it aired at the end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 54. Now this is what Tom Brady said during the commercial. All good things must come to an end. The best just know when to walk away. So to my teammates, my family, and most of all my fans, you deserve to hear this from me. Blank just doesn't have live sports. According to the script they just gave me, blank has your favorite cable channels plus your favorite shows, movies, and originals of all time. It's time to say goodbye to TV as you know it. You know, I totally agree. That's why you should watch us here on YouTube. Now this is how Tom Brady ended his quote on the commercial. Me? I'm not going anywhere. Well, Tom Brady, well, everyone out there that loves NFL free agency, guess what? If you love free agency, if you love wondering where Tom Brady is going to play, then you should subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv, because we got you covered. If you want to see our top destinations for Tom Brady, if you would have been subscribed, you would have already known them. If you haven't seen it yet, click that big red button, turn on the notifications so you know every single time we drop a video. Now let's continue our Tom Brady conversation. So the Patriots, they got a projected $28 million in salary cap space this offseason. The Patriots, as you could agree, maybe don't have as much money to reload the 2020 season. Now, according to Ian Rappaport, the Patriots are reported willing to give Brady $30+ million to stay with the Patriots. For those of you that hear that number, $30 million, I want you to think about what other quarterbacks, the top paid quarterbacks, make in the NFL. I mean, we talk about Tom Brady being the GOAT. We talk about Tom Brady being the greatest of all time. So when I say the number $30 million, I want you to just think about some of these other quarterbacks that are on here. Now, Brady also said that, hey, I want to have some players around me. And if you look at the Patriots wide receiver depth chart, if Brady wants the front offense to spend money to add offensive weapons, I'm sorry. But his wide receivers and tight ends, guess what? They were offensive. They were hard to watch. So I think it's completely fair for Tom Brady to want extra pieces at wide receiver, at tight end, because once Rob Gronkowski announced his retirement last offseason, they asked Brady to do a little bit too much. And at age 42, the man's about to be 43 years old. Maybe Tom Brady isn't at that point anymore where he can carry wide receivers or he can carry tight ends like Benjamin Watson, Izzo, and Matt LaCosse. Yeah, not too good. So where will Tom Brady play in 2020? I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. So if you're watching on YouTube, you might get hit with an ad break. While the ad is playing, I want you to scroll on down, and I want you to comment below where you think Tom Brady will play in 2020. Maybe you missed it on Sunday as you were getting ready for your Super Bowl party, but the Las Vegas Raiders, they plan to pursue Tom Brady if he does not re-sign with the Patriots. This rumor kind of started back when Brady and when Mark Davis were spotted at UFC 246, Cerrone versus McGregor, and they were just having a conversation. Now, the Raiders do have more cap space, and in fact, if Tom Brady does want to get paid, like some of those other higher quarterbacks that I showed you earlier, like a Russell Wilson, the Raiders, they can pay Brady a lot more money. So I saw this come out, Super Bowl 55 odds. I liked them. The Chiefs got plus 600. The Ravens plus 800. The San Francisco 49ers plus 1,000. The Saints and the Patriots, these are the top 5 teams with the best odds to win Super Bowl 55. Now, maybe you bet on the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl like me and won some money. I did that at BetDSI, the internet's #1 sports book. I used my promo code NFL120, got 120% deposit bonus. So if you want to go bet on NFL games in the future, if you want to bet on the NFL draft props, if you want to bet on the NBA, you can do it all at BetDSI. But you got to go to chatsports.com/bet and use that promo code to get yourself 120% deposit bonus. Next rumor, more Tom Brady, but it's a little bit more even around Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, Skip Bayless, you guys can say what you want about Skip Bayless, but I'll say it. I think he's kind of a, idiot. But he chimed in and said that the 49ers should cut Jimmy Garoppolo and sign Tom Brady because Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl. Now, last week, Skip also kind of said that Jimmy Garoppolo is holding back this 49ers team, and I don't necessarily know if I agree with that. I mean, ever since Jimmy has been a starter, I think he's, 21-6 at this point. Now, Skip wasn't the only person, though, that kind of weighed in on Jimmy Garoppolo. Frank Clark of the Kansas City Chiefs, we know that he's a trash talker. He's been doing it all playoffs, so this is what he had to say. You're paying the guy $140 million, $130 million, whatever he's getting paid. Man, he's got to throw the ball. Obviously, he didn't do that. They threw for about 200 yards on checkdowns. That ain't enough to win a game against us. Now, this is what Jimmy Garoppolo did in Super Bowl 54. 219 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. But between you and me, I don't really know if Jimmy Garoppolo was necessarily terrible in this football game. I mean, I think he kind of did what Kyle Shanahan asked him to do. Now, before I get into Kyle Shanahan, I want to ask this question because I know we have a lot of 49ers fans that watch our channel. Pick a quarterback. Tom Brady, type B, or Jimmy Garoppolo, type G. If you were the 49ers, would you go with a Brady, who's 42 years old, going to be 43? Or do you stick with Jimmy Garoppolo, who has won football games for you and took a team that was 4-12 and took them to the Super Bowl? So let me know in the comments section. B for Brady, or I want you to type G for Jimmy. I kind of talked about Kyle Shanahan and Stephen A. Smith this morning. I understand he goes on his typical rants, but this one, was pretty interesting to me. So he goes, Jimmy G and Mr. 28-3 blew Super Bowl 54. Now, I agree and I disagree with this statement. Now, I don't think Jimmy G played bad. He played safe. Yes, he missed a deep throw to Emmanuel Sanders that I think could have definitely helped the 49ers at least compete for this football game. But I will say this. If there is one thing that I learned from Super Bowl 54, look at me in the eyes, it's that Kyle Shanahan doesn't trust Jimmy Garoppolo to win football games. You have all 3 timeouts. The score is 10-10. You get the football at halftime, and you elect to not take a timeout. What does that tell me? You do not have confidence in your quarterback. That's what it tells me. So do I really think that Jimmy Garoppolo blew Super Bowl 54? No. I think he did what his coach told him. Do I think Kyle Shanahan blew it a little bit more? Yeah. Yeah, I do. So I will say this, though. I don't really like to say that a team blew it. I like to give credit when credit's due. So let me ask you guys this. Pick a side. Did the 49ers blow it? I want you to type 4 for 49ers. Or did the Chiefs win it? Type C for Chiefs. I'm going to type my C for Chiefs because 20-10, you're going into the fourth quarter, and then Patrick Mahomes just like, all right, I'm going to wake up here, and I'm going to turn into Patrick Mahomes and drop 21 points on you real quick. I'm going to say the Chiefs won it. I'm going to give my credit to Mahomes. I'm going to give my credit to Damian Williams and Andy Reid. So you guys don't blow it on Valentine's Day. I got you covered. Go to chatsports.com/flowers. You got a significant other? You trying to get a significant other? Maybe you got a mom out there that you need to just show her that you care about her. Go to chatsports.com/flowers and use this deal. 15% off flowers and gifts. And somebody asked me, Mitch, what if I order flowers now? They're going to be dead by Valentine's Day. No, you order now. They'll show up to you on Valentine's Day. Looking good. Chatsports.com/flowers. Another guy who's going to probably be able to afford enough flowers for their entire life, it's Patrick Mahomes. And this dude's going to get paid. Now, I don't know when that's going to happen necessarily. And the longer he waits, the more money he is going to make. Now, I do want to tip my cap to Mahomes, who not only did he win NFL MVP in 2018, now he's a Super Bowl MVP. He's going to get paid. But when he was asked about getting paid, I kind of like the way that he handled the whole situation. So that's stuff that's handled with other people. Obviously, I want to be in Kansas City for a long time. I understand that also. I want to win a lot of football games here, okay? That's an important part. For me, it's kind of letting that stuff handle itself. I'm in a great organization. I have a great team of guys working for me, guys and girls. For me, it's about trusting those people and finding the best way to do it in order to have the best team around me. I like that quote, okay? Because Patrick Mahomes, if he wanted to, he could probably make $50 million a year. Now, he's going to become the highest paid quarterback. He's going to become the highest paid player in the NFL. But he said something important there. You need a team around you to win football games. Patrick's great, but you still need a team to win games. Let's talk about another player that was in the news today. It's on Monday here, Vic Beasley. So the Falcons, they announced Monday that they will not pursue negotiations with Vic Beasley. Falcons GM said, "We'd like to thank Vic for 5 years of effort on behalf of our organization." Now, if you guys watched our show during the trade talks back, 2 months ago, Vic Beasley was a player that was on the trade block due to poor production, and he was going to make $12.81 million. So this is what Beasley's done the last 4 seasons. 2016 is the year where he just jumped off the page, right? 15.5 sacks. Now you can see on the right, I want you to comment, where will Vic Beasley play in 2020? If you want to be an overachiever, tell me who your favorite team is, and would you want Beasley? Because in 2016, 15.5 sacks. 2019, 8 sacks. But let me know in the comments section where you think Vic Beasley is going to play in 2020. The last rumor on today's NFL Daily, it's around Dez Bryant. And according to TMZ, Dez Bryant is for sure returning to the NFL, and the Dallas Cowboys are his first choice. So Dez was spotted at a nightclub in Los Angeles on Sunday, and that he said he's been working his butt off, and if the opportunity to play for the Cowboys is there, he's going to take it. Now, for me, I love Dez Bryant. I think he's a fun player, 31 years old, and I love watching Dez throw up the X. The issue is with the X, it's been 2 years. Now, yes, in 2018, he had a shot with the Saints, then he tore his Achilles. But let me say it again, it has been 2 years since we've seen Dez Bryant in the NFL. So the question I'm going to end today's show, will Dez Bryant play in the NFL again? I want you to type your Y for yes or type your N for no.